Okay, this is going to be a brief water video. This is the main. Dropping my stuff here. This is the main. This is the meter. And when you see that little yellow sprocket in the middle, that's a flow indicator. Some people call it a cheater wheel or a cheater pedal, but if that's moving, water's moving into the house. Fresh water, potable water. So if the dishwasher's not on or something, and that's moving, then you've got a leak someplace. If it's not a leak someplace that you can see or find, like a drippy faucet, or, for example, commode flapper, or maybe another common culprit is the lawn sprinkler check valve. If it's not those places where you can find it, then it'll be someplace where you can't find it. If your water bill's kind of high, you might want to come out here and check that out. This is the way I found it. That's the way I'm leaving it. This is the check valve for the lawn sprinkler system. And that's an independent zone valve. When this home was built, it wasn't required to have a main shutoff valve, just the isolation valves. And that's all we have. I'm going to call the lack of a main shutoff valve a deficiency, but again, it wasn't required at the time. But the floor of this irrigation box should have been excavated and lined with gravel so it doesn't fill up like that. You should be able to get your hands around it. There should be little rubber booties, caps on the ends of these bleed valves, and these valves are supposed to be serviced about every year. Nobody does it. Nobody's done it here, that's for sure. But they're supposed to be. That's what the deal is. Coming on along, 4 more steps should have a handrail. We've got a handrail. This handrail's kind of open right here, so you can catch your pants on that. The UPS driver could spin out. So kind of watch out for that. It's, I would say that's graspable. It's far enough away from the house that it's really not part of this inspection, but it is. I don't believe muntins are required. Balusters are required because there's no distance. It's just steps. The ground kind of comes up with it. So that's a judgment call. We have a retaining wall out here in front of the home, and it looks like it's just stacked brick. It doesn't look like there's any geo or dead men or anything like that. The only thing holding this brick here is gravity, actually. And it's at the mercy of the movement of the ground, and it's more than twice its height from the structure. So in theory, this should have no effect on the foundation's structure, performance, structural performance of the home. Another rule is 45 degrees, and it's just way out of that. Coming on along, here's the main shutoff valve. Oh, and these are all around the home. These are termite stations. And obviously they're old and used and abused. So termites travel with pheromones because they're blind. So they travel with pheromones, and when they find food, that's one of the pheromones they lay down, and the other termites can come and find it. So this ground has been saturated with termite pheromones indicating food, and if they show up here and there's nothing to eat, I don't know, where are they going to go? Any guess? Any guess where they might go if they come here and they're hungry? They came here to eat? They're just going to turn around and go home? I doubt it. Here's the main shutoff valve for the home. Looks like it's been recently replaced with PEX. It's kind of an interesting arrangement. We'll see how much more PEX we can find inside the house. One good thing about this PEX, if you can call it that, is that you've got plastic bands. There was some problems with a couple years of manufacture of the brass bands, but that was with the brass bands, and it doesn't matter what year this was, they're plastic. Okay, coming on along, this is the water pressure to the house. Oh, we don't have any? We don't have any, huh? Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's see if we can find some somewhere else. Might be another video, I guess. These are the clean outs. You have double clean outs, PVC. And then you see this cap is a little messed up here. No wonder the meter's not moving. Huh. Okay. Well, I like to fly without very much rehearsal. And keeps me on my toes. I don't get complacent. But I guess I got some more work to do. Well, let's look here. While we're at it, let's kind of figure this out. The valve is on. The valve is on. Huh. To be continued.